Hey guys, Pit Master here. I'm here with Vato, and I'm going to explain to you why context is everything. Context is everything, especially with a first strike. Because that first strike, somebody can say if someone's close, throw an elbow. But if they're too close and your hands are down here, you can't throw an elbow. Sometimes they'll say, you know, throw a hook. Well, if your hands are up here, you can't throw a hook. Right? Context is everything. So I'm going to show you 4 strikes that are going to be context dependent, context driven, where you can know what strike to throw in a certain position, certain distance, and a certain hand positioning. All right, so check it out. First strike I'm going to show you is called the arc strike. Context is everything. Distance is king. So if somebody's in your face and your hands are down here, like, hey, I don't want to fight, bro. Your hands are down here. Somebody will say, throw an elbow. If someone's this close, how are you going to throw an elbow? You'd have to bring your hand up. That way you're giving up your hand, right? You're telegraphing. So from right here, if I'm here, I'm going to throw an arc strike. My hand is here. I'm going to throw an arc strike with either my left or my right. Okay, and it goes on the arc. So it's called an arc strike because this is the trajectory of it. All right, so I'm here, I don't want to fight. Somebody's too close for me to put my hands up. I can't throw a straight punch. I'm going to throw an arc. Arc can be with the heel of your hand, the trapezium bone, or it can be a fist. I can be here and then close my hand, but it's a very, very short hook. You're not using your shoulder this way as much as you're using your elbow as your fulcrum. Because the guy's so close, I couldn't do a wide hook here, it's too wide, so I'm using my elbow as my fulcrum. I don't get quite as much power as when I'm using my shoulder, but I don't have a choice. He's that close to me, I'm up against the wall, I can't back up. If you can back up, always back up. But if he's in my face and I can't back up, which I wish I could, then I'm going to throw an arc or an arc. All right, so that's when you throw the arc strike. From here, either with a trapezium bone right here, or with a hook. But it's got to be really short, and your hand's starting here. That is number 1. That's when you would throw the arc strike. Number 2, strike number 2, we're talking about context is king, and we're talking about where your hand positioning dictates what your first strike will be. In other words, if my hands are down here and the guy's really close, I can't throw an elbow. If my hands are up here and the guy's real close, I can't throw an arc strike, but I can throw an elbow. So number 2 is the elbow. When would I throw an elbow versus an arc strike? If my attacker is this close to me and my hands are down, I can't throw an elbow. But if I've already brought my hands up and I have them on his chest, I can throw an elbow. Okay, because I'm like, back off, bro. I can't back up because I'm against the wall. So I'm saying back up, right? He doesn't want to back up. If he can back up, great, I'm going to start swinging. But if he won't back up, I can't start swinging. So I'm going to let one hand slide and I'm just going to let the elbow come. Okay, so I'm here, it's going to be elbow, elbow. If I'm that close and I'm pushing against him, he's pushing against me, I'm going to let this slide. Just like, say this shoulder, he's pushing against me, he's going to push himself into the elbow because he's pushing me, right? So when I slide it off, that elbow gets more power. In other words, he's helping me create the power, just like the ball going towards the bat creates a lot of the power, all right? So I'm here, back off, bro, and he doesn't want to back up. I'm just going to slide that one elbow that hits his face, and then the second elbow is going to come a little bit harder. So it's going to be back up, and my hands are up, he's in close. I want to create distance. If he insists on pushing against my hand, I'm going to let that front hand slide, and then I'll come back with a power elbow. So it'll be like bing, bing. Watch it one more time. I'm going to go back off, bro. Bing, bing. That is number 2, the elbow. Context is king. First strike, dependent on where your hands are. All right, I'm gonna go to the hook now. And the hook, if you're in a medium distance, if you're this close, you can't throw a hook because he's too close. But if he's a little bit wider, say almost arm's length, I can throw the hook. So my hand positioning isn't quite as important, okay? My hand from here, if it's down here saying I don't want to fight, I can throw my hand up pretty quick for a hook. Okay, so I'm here, boom, I can throw a hook up there. Or if I have my hands out here and I'm waiting for him to come in between my safe area, I could turn a hook over from there as well. So with the hook is involved for a first strike, I can have my hands down, I don't want to fight, bing. Or I can have them up, I don't want to fight, bing. All right, watch how that would work. I'll start on this side with you. Yeah, so I'm here, and he's right about this far away. And so I have some distance, and I said, I don't want to fight, okay? Now, I don't want to go to him because I'm going to telegraph. I want him to come to me. And I want my hands up in case people have cameras and I don't want to look like the aggressor. Because I can go from here, turning it right over, closing my hand. Or I can go here, I don't want to fight, turn it over, closing my hand. So I can be like right here. And the second he comes in between my thing, boom, I'm going to turn that hook over. Okay? Usually with the front hand because it's closer to the target. Right? And I don't telegraph as much. So I'm here, he comes in, boom, power. Okay? The second one, I don't want to fight, I'm here, boom, he comes in, I just let it swing. You actually generate more power when it's down here because you swing it has more area to swing. Okay? But you can get enough power to do damage from up here too. Okay? So, for medium range, right? The hook is a very good counter strike. It's a very good first strike when you're being attacked because your opponent's coming to you, boom, okay? Or your opponent's coming to you, boom, this way. So that's when you would throw the hook. Medium range, your hand can be up here or down here, either way, all right? Thanks for coming, guys. But if they're medium distance and I'm like, I don't want to fight and my hands are up and I'm going for them, right, preemptively, then I don't want to throw a hook because I'm going to telegraph, or throw a right hand because I'm going to telegraph. So from this position here, I could throw a jab, but to me, a more effective jab in a street situation would be a jab with my fingers open so I can hope for an eye poke. Finger jab. Okay, so it's a finger poke. So I'm here, poke, poke, poke. All right, so I'm here. Jab would be okay, poke would be better. Because the chances of hitting their eye with 3 quick pokes, right? And if you hit their eye, there's a lot more damage. They're going to hold their face and they're going to become incapacitated, right? As opposed to a jab, which might knock their head back. But finger pokes can do a lot more damage. So if I had the choice between a finger jab and a regular jab, I'm going to do a finger jab or a poke, eye poke, okay? So, I'm here, I don't want to fight, and he's standing there, but I want to preemptively go after him because I know he's going to come after me. So my hands is close, I'm going to say poke, 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 poke. All right, I'm going to do 3 quick ones. Poke, 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 right there in the eye, okay? So he's not, if he was coming to me, it's too late, I'm going to turn over the hook. My hand's here, and he's away from my hand, but I know he's going to attack. I'm going to preemptively go at him with a finger poke, okay? My fingers are slightly bent, okay, and it's going down this way. I'm not straightening out my fingers because I'll break them. So it's just tapping. All you got to do is tap somebody in the eyeball. Try it to yourself. Try to tap your own eyeball. It hurts and it blinds you at the same time, and it scares you because you think, oh shit, I'm blind. Oh shit, I'm blind. So you have time to either finish the attacker off, however you have to do to keep safe, or you have time to get away. Okay? So finger jab for medium distance. Okay? They're not coming to you, you're going to them. Alright? With a finger jab or the eye poke. Either way, that's what you call it. Bing, bing, bing. Alright? Alright guys, so you saw the four strikes. Depending on the context, distance is king. All right, that's how you're going to stay safe. first strike. Sometimes that first strike is going to be the last strike, and it's going to be what keeps you alive. If not, it could at least incapacitate your attacker so you can take advantage of that, finish the attack, or get away. All right? Thanks for coming. If you got any ideas on any techniques or scenarios you want to see, let us know, because we're here to keep you safe. That's the whole reason we're doing this, just to keep you safe. We already know this shit. We're just doing it for you guys. All right? So anything you want to see, text us, tweet us, Facebook, message us, Instagram us, or email us. All right, thanks for coming.